the anger was quickly turned to joy when they got some good news on the recruiting trail, kind of the Monday after that loss to LSU. So we're able to turn the page quickly.
It's basically been nothing but good news for the most part. I know that there have been a few turn the other way, but number 3 in the country is ranked by 247 Sports. And again, we're just a few days away from National Signing Day. So Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy is the latest to flip, and he is a huge get.
Yeah, tremendous job by the staff, and we've talked about this before at length on this stream, but just another example of the staff not giving up and kind of being in position to pounce on an opportunity when it presents itself. Brownlow-Dindy is a guy that they've been on for quite a while, and originally committed to Oklahoma. Both of his parents are Oklahoma grads, so it made sense the first time around when he picked Oklahoma. But the door kind of opened a little bit when Lincoln Riley went to USC. The Texas A&M staff went in there for an in-home visit, and so did. And so, Brent Venables as well also went in there and tried to have the chance to kind of keep Brownlow-Dindy around. But when it came down to it, his father's taking a job in College Station in January. And so Texas A&M made a lot of sense from a comfort standpoint. It's his coaching staff he knew a lot about. I think he was a little bit disappointed to see Lincoln Riley go. And so it was going to be tough for him to get to know an entirely new coaching staff. It's a family that's big on trust and big on relationships. And for him, I think he just felt more comfortable with the Texas A&M staff. And so delivered the good news to them on Monday afternoon that he'd be flipping to A&M. And again, it's just one of those examples of, where a commit may be committed elsewhere, but doesn't mean you give up until signing day. And they weren't going to give up and had themselves in position to take advantage of an opportunity when it came.
Yeah, we're talking about the 16th rated player in the country, regardless of position. So he is a prime prospect.
And his film matches up to it when you watch it. I mean, he certainly feels like a guy that, and just the way that defensive line class is coming together with Walter Nolan and Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy and Malik Silla, those are guys you feel like can come in and potentially have an early impact. And A&M's got some guys to replace on the defensive line heading into next year, and Brownlow-Dindy feels like a guy that can make an immediate impact.
December 6th was a good day for Jimbo Fisher and staff, and picking up a couple other commits that flipped. So run those down for us.
Yeah, so Mark Naboo is another one that his recruitment was kind of interesting. So he was originally committed to Washington. Made an early commitment there, and then it feels like so long ago, but with the dead period opening back up and kids being able to go out on camps and visits and all that, Naboo was a guy that really benefited from that. He came through a swing with his training group, and they went through Texas A&M, Texas, Michigan, some of those schools, and everywhere he went, he really picked up an offer. And Jimbo Fisher and the staff absolutely loved him and what he showed. Just a big guy inside that's really physical, probably an interior guy at the next level, but just great size and can really move people. And so after he picked up that run of offers, he came back shortly after for an official visit to Texas A&M and reopened his recruitment after that, just to kind of take a step back. And then, USC entered the picture and a few others. And ultimately that relationship that he had with Jimbo Fisher and Josh Henson, who did an in-home visit, went all the way out to Seattle last week, or 2 weeks ago at this point, to do an in-home visit, really sold him on the Aggies. And he was supposed to take an official visit to USC and see the new coaching staff there before making a decision, but just decided to cancel it and move up his decision and commit to A&M. And that was originally supposed to be the good news that came on Monday afternoon. And then obviously the Brownlow-Dindy news came shortly afterwards. So it turned into a really good day for A&M.
So I've got to think that the dismissal of Jimmy Lake as head coach at Washington might have had something to do with him opening up his recruitment.
Not so much. One of the things with Washington is Washington really didn't want him to take the visit to A&M and preferred that he just stay committed and not visit any other schools. And so with A&M and Michigan and some of the others, he wanted to get out and see schools because he really hadn't had the chance to see a lot of programs just during the dead period. And when he committed to Washington, he didn't have the opportunities that he had because the A&M and Texas and some of the other schools hadn't offered yet. So when those opportunities came available, I think he just wanted to kind of back off and explore his recruitment now that it kind of took on a different picture.